throw up.
A great iconic movie featuring a great iconic car. Risky Business was the classic coming-of-age movie that every teenager of my time loved, and it featured some great scenes of the 928.
Porsche, there is no substitute.
Fuck you.
Well, there were actually 3 other cars that were substituted for the main car used in the movie. All of the 928s used were slightly different and were various model years, but the car that was shown in most of the scenes was a 1981 Platinum Metallic 928 rented from the owner in Chicago for $500 a day. Here's a little known fact. The car that went into the lake, known as the dump car, came from a props broker in California and was stripped down before being dumped into Lake Michigan. You can actually see in the scene that the front end of the car is sitting high because the engine and drivetrain had been removed. You know, to this day, I can't get out of my 928 without firmly applying the handbrake. This episode is all about wheels. The 928 had a number of stock wheels over the years. The early cars, including the one in Risky Business, had what are known as phone dial wheels. They were the stock wheel from the introduction of the car in 1977 until 1982. Most of the phone dials were 15-inch. The cars with manual transmissions got a 16-inch version of the same wheel. After that, there was the flat dish wheel. The flat dish was the stock wheel on the 928S and S4 from 83 until 91. These were the wheels that came with my car. I have to admit that I have never been too crazy about these wheels. Mine were chrome and in pretty good shape, but it was always something I wanted to change. The question was, what wheels to change them to? Other stock wheels on the 928 included Club Sport wheels on the GT models from 89 to 91, and then the GTS models in 93 and 94 got 17-inch Cup 1 wheels. And in the last year of production, the 928 finished its run with 17-inch Cup 2s. I've always thought that the Cup style wheels look the nicest on the 928, but finding a set for a decent price is not as easy as you might think. Cup-style wheels were used on other Porsches, but the widths and offsets varied, so not all Cup wheels fit the 928. The offset refers to the distance between the mounting surface of the hub and the center line of the rim. In this diagram, you can see that a wheel with a 0 offset has the mounting surface directly in line with the center line of the wheel. A wheel with a negative offset has the mounting surface closer to the inner side of the rim. These are commonly referred to as deep dish rims. And positive offset wheels have the mounting surface closer to the outer side of the wheel. The offset is measured in millimeters and is indicated by the letters ET. The offset on the S4 is ET52 on the rear and ET63 on the front. That's a positive offset. Shortly after I got the car, I looked online for a set of wheels, but I couldn't find any Cup-style wheels for a decent price, so I settled on a set of 17-inch Boxster wheels. They fit the car nicely and had a similar look to the Cup 2 wheels that I really liked. I guess I shouldn't have settled, because I've never given up my search for the Cup-style wheels. I've also contemplated other styles of Porsche wheels that fit the car. Some of the more popular wheels you see on 928s are Turbo Twist or Carrera 3 wheels. I like the Carrera 3s, but I decided that my preference was to stick with one of the original 928 wheels, so I started a serious search for a set of GTS Cup-style wheels. I probably looked online every second or third day for about 4 months, and then finally, I found them. A beautiful set of 17-inch GTS Cup 2 wheels in polished aluminum. They even came with tires and center caps, which was a nice bonus, considering 4 center caps alone can cost between $200 and $300. Now, one thing I want to do to the wheels prior to putting them on the car is polish the aluminum and have them coated with a protectant to reduce the amount of brake dust that sticks to the wheels. Curtis Martin is an auto detailer that's done a lot of work for me. When I got the 928, he did a full cut polish and paint correction on the car and got rid of all of the circle scratches and really brought the paint back to a beautiful mirror-like shine. Curtis is going to completely polish the wheels and then apply a ceramic coating.
So what we're doing to these wheels is first cleaning off all the contaminants, removing the oxidization from the polished metal. Following that, we want to protect them. We're going to use a Ceramic Pro coating, which is a 9H hardness that is going to give us long-term protection for easy care and maintenance of these wheels. So it's going to protect against things like oxidization. It's going to protect against pitting. It's going to protect against acid rain. It's also going to mostly help keep the brake dust off the wheel.
So now the wheels are polished and protected and waiting until the rest of the car is done. I think the polished aluminum is going to look fantastic with the black car. But let's get back to the risky business car. After being used in the movie, it wasn't in high demand. In fact, they drove the crap out of it during the filming of the movie, and most people thought it was actually dumped into Lake Michigan. At that time, Tom Cruise was relatively unknown, so the car wasn't expected to ever be valuable, so no one kept track of its whereabouts. A few years ago, a fellow by the name of Sam Johnson tracked it down through the help of a private investigator. He then had it repainted back to its original color, and it sold at auction in 2012 for close to $50,000. Not bad, considering its iconic movie status. There's a couple of great articles about the filming of the movie and all of the cars used to create the film, which I will post on Bruce's 928 Facebook page. In the next episode, I'm going to show you the process of tearing down my car and prepping it for paint. Thanks for watching.
Couple of boys in Daddy's car.
Hey, Fingerface, you want to race? Come on, pretty boy, let's go for it, huh?
Hey, come on, back it, pussy.
Hit it.